my dear students, Sharanu Sharanarthigalu. So we have already started the new chapter in biology, that is tissues. So we have discussed in the last period about epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissues we have discussed, those are squamous epithelial tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, glandular epithelial tissues. So next we will discussing new slide. Here is there. Okay, my dears, this is muscular tissue. In the last class we have discussed epithelial tissue. So muscular tissue is made up of a smallest unit is known as muscle fiber. So you know already. Here the cell is the basic unit of all living organism, or it is a structural and a functional unit of all living organism. So like this, here also muscular tissue is composed of muscle fiber, or muscular tissue is made up of muscle fiber. It is the basic unit of muscular tissue. Muscular tissue helps in the movement of the body, because it is connective tissue and muscles are attached to the bones. These muscles are helping in the movement of the body. It consists of elongated cells, called muscle fibers. They are called muscle fibers. So it contains a protein called contractile protein. The special type of protein which is made up of this protein in the muscular tissue or muscle fiber, that protein name is called contractile protein. So this protein is helping contracts and relax, and also it is helping in the movement of the body. Clear? So we have studied in the olden days, in the last years back, last year in the 8th standard, there are two kinds of the muscle tissue are there. Those are the voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. Okay, muscles which can move under our will are called voluntary muscles. So which are under our control, so that type of the muscles are called voluntary muscles. For example, here we take ants. So ants are the under our control. So if I can move, so if can move, it is moving. So it you can say to our legs, the legs can be moved, because these are the under our will, under our control. So these type of muscles are called voluntary muscles. Okay, clear? Next, muscle which do not move under our will are called involuntary muscles. So which are not under our control, that muscles are called involuntary muscle. For example, you take heartbeat is there. So without fatigue, so it can be continuously beating, because heart is not under our control. Digestive system, transport system, respiration. So all these are the examples of involuntary muscles. Clear, my dears? Okay, fine. So this muscular tissue is classified into three types. Those are the striated muscles, and the next unstriated muscles. Those are called smooth muscles. Third one is that cardiac muscles. We can discuss one by one. First one is a striated muscle. So they are voluntary muscles, because they are under our control, having light and a dark striation. They are having the light and a dark striation. The cells are long, cylindrical, and are multinucleated. So these are the special type of cells which are present in the striated muscles. Those are having long, cylindrical and multinucleated, mind it. So they are also called skeletal muscles, because they are attached to our bones. So these striated muscles are attached to our bones. We can call it skeletal muscles. So they help in voluntary movement of the body, because that striated muscles are attached to the bones. Those bones are under our control to movement of the body. So this type of the movement is called voluntary movement of the body. So clear, my dear students? Next we will discuss unstraighted muscles. It is also called as smooth muscles. Okay, so they are involuntary muscles, but straighted muscles are the voluntary. Unstraighted muscles are the involuntary muscles having no striation. Clear? The cells also here long but spindle in shape. Spindle means like a fish and are boat in shape. Spindle shaped and are uninucleated. These are having uninucleated. They are present in alimentary canal from mouth to the anus. That food pipe is called, that canal is called alimentary canal, and these are present in the blood vessels. So those are the three types: artery, veins and capillaries. And bronchi of the lungs, iris of eyes, etc. These are present in our body. They help in involuntary movement because these muscles are not under our control or not under our will. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, fine. Next we will discuss cardiac muscles. So cardiac muscle means, it is the special type of the muscular tissue present only in the heart. The heart is made up of the special type of the muscular tissue that is called cardiac tissues. They are involuntary muscles. So from birth to end of our life without fatigue, so continuously this muscle is beating. Okay, because they are involuntary muscle having faint striation. The cells are long, cylindrical, branched and multinucleated. They are present in the heart and help in the contraction and relaxation of the heart without getting the fatigue, because the special type of the tissue which is made up of the heart is called cardiac muscle. So let us we see few features which are related to the muscular tissues. Okay, yes, you observe here. So cardiac muscles are given in the arrow mark art side. Skeletal muscle cell, is it clear? And smooth muscle cell. So types of muscles are the smooth muscles, skeletal muscles and cardiac muscles. So these are the three types of muscular tissues. Clear? Okay. So what are those? You see here: straighted muscles, unstraighted muscle, cardiac muscle. So you can watch the picture here given. Okay, fine. So next slide, which is give the more importance of this chapter, that is connective tissue. Okay. Okay. So connective tissues connects and joins the different parts of the body together. So in the name only we are getting the meaning. So it is connects and joins the different parts of the body together. The cells of the connective tissues are loosely packed, and the space between the cells are filled with a jelly like a substance is called matrix. Here the loose connective tissues are arranged loosely. Connective tissues are arranged, their cells are loosely packed, between the space is there. That space is filled by a jelly like a substance called matrix. Clear? Okay, fine. So here the connective tissues are classified into three types are there tissues: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue and fluid connective tissues. Okay, so loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue and fluid connective tissue. Fluid means it is a mixture of liquid and air, is called fluid connective. Okay, fluid. So now we are discussing first one is the blood. So what do you mean by blood? Blood is a fluid connective tissue, or blood contains a fluid matrix called plasma, which contains red blood cells, that is called RBC, white blood cells, that is called WBC, and platelets. So these bloods floating in the plasma, that is in the fluid matrix, and blood is a fluid connective tissue. The blood transport the gases, digested food, hormones, waste materials, etc. So this is the function of the blood. So how many types of blood we have? 3 types. Those are the RBC, WBC, and platelets. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay. Next, bone. So what do you mean by bone here? Bone is also connective tissue. It is a hard and strong tissue, means dense connective tissue. It consists of cells which are embedded. The cells are embedded. Embedded means folding, embedded. That's why it becomes that hard matrix or hard substance. That hard matrix containing calcium and phosphorus compounds. Bone forms the framework of the body and support the body and the main organs. So this is the bone. Bone is a connective tissue, very hard, and it is having the hard matrix containing, that is calcium compounds and phosphorus compounds, and here the cells are embedded, that's why it becomes that hard matrix, and it gives that support to our body, so which is made up of a framework of our body. Next, ligaments. So ligament is also connective tissue. They are flexible. They are the flexible tissue which joins bones together and helps in the movements. Clear? Fine. Next, tendons. So tendons also connective tissue. They are fibrous tissue which joins muscle to bones, and helps in movements. Okay. Next one is areolar tissue. Areolar tissue fills the space between the skin and muscles, inside the organ, around blood vessels, etc. It helps to repair the tissues. If that tissues are repairing itself only with the help of areolar tissue. Okay. Next, adipose tissue, last tissue. Adipose is also connective tissue. It is found below the skin. It found in the below the skin and between the internal organs. It contains fats and help to the stores of fats content. So here this is the connective tissue. Now you can watch related figures. Connective tissues are here. Okay, compounds of blood vessels, white blood cells and platelets, red blood cells. So next erythrocytes and platelets. So these are the connective tissues. Okay. So remaining part we are discussing in the next class. So thank you, my dear students. Sharanu Sharanarthigalu. Of blood are connective tissues, RBC, WBC and platelets. So now next picture is showing that ligaments and tendons. So ligaments and tendons are the picture here. Ligaments bind bones to bone here, and skeletal muscles are, tendons bind muscle to bones. So is it clear the figure? Okay. So next, areolar tissues, adipose tissues, bone tissues, cartilage tissues. Okay. So I think you will learn very well, my dear students. Once again, I wish you Sharanu Sharanarthigalu.